What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Seth the Lawn Surgeon, and today I'm gonna be talking about lawn aerations. A couple of people sent me some questions about how to price lawn aerations, so I'm telling you guys how I price them. And also, a lot of people ask me, hey, should I price it 15 to 20 square feet per 1,000 yards or whatever? Stay away from numbers. I'm a big component. That's one of my mottos. Stay away from numbers. Numbers are evil. Random acts of lawn care. Anyways, let me take a little sip of this coffee. Anywho, the reason I say stay away from numbers, it's kind of like with why I don't use square footage in my pricing of yards. You can have 2 yards. Both of the yards are the same size. And let me show y'all what I'm talking about right here. Alright, so say for instance this area here. Stopping like right there, all the way over here to the road, this whole area. Now, I don't know how many square feet that is, say it's 20,000 square feet or whatever. So, say you told somebody, oh, yeah, I aerate, for every 20,000 square feet, it's $50 or $40 or something like that. So now, if y'all look at that area right there, it's pretty simple. It's pretty wide open. It's a little hill, but there's no obstacles. But hypothetically, say you had like two big old trees over here. You had, you know what I'm saying? You had some flower beds. You got to go around. You might got sprinkler system, and then you got to get them to flag it and all that stuff. Now, that 20,000 square feet for $40, the price is going to be different. You're going to have to raise it up because you know you have to go around all those obstacles. The customers don't understand that. You get what I'm saying? The customers don't understand that. They're going to say, well, you said it was $40 for 20,000 square feet or whatever. And you're gonna be like, well, you got this, I gotta go around, you got these obstacles and stuff like that. Customer don't want to hear it. They want you to go by the numbers. So that's why I stay away from numbers. A lot of times when people come up to me at gas stations and they ask me, how much you charge cut a yard? And I said, well, first of all, I have to see the yard. But, my average price is this. And I don't tell them. See, I say my average price is such and such, but I have to see the yard. I don't tell them my average price is such and such per square acre or whatever. They're gonna make you stick to it. And so, same thing with aerating. People ask me, how much do you charge? I charge $50. I have to see it first. But for an average front yard, I charge $50. For average whole yard, I charge $80, but I still have to see it. The reason I do it that way, I know a lot of people can say, oh, $80 for a whole yard? That's cheap, Seth. You're losing money. Blah, 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 blah. You might think so, but think of how many yards I aerate versus how many you aerate at your price. Call me a low baller if you want to. But my thing is, aerating is not that hard, bro. It's not that hard, especially if you're doing it the way I'm doing it. See, a lot of people make it more complicated than it really is. They got the walk behind aerators, or they got the expensive stand-on aerators like the one I demoed. Mine, I'm using my Gravely with a toe aerator attachment and 4 cinder blocks. All I do is put on some headphones, sit back, and make money. You get what I'm saying? And so, shoot, $80 in 20 minutes, bro. 30 minutes. It'll probably take me 15, 20 minutes to do a front yard. Probably take me about 30, 35 minutes to do a whole yard. Easy money. Less than an hour, I done made less than an hour. I done made $80. You get what I'm saying? And so that's how I price it. That's why I say stay away from the numbers. You know what I mean? I can go in different aspects and tell you to stay away from the numbers. I try to stay away from times. When people ask me, when do you come in to cut or do a job? I say, I'll tell them, well, I can't really give you a range, a specific time, because, you know, people call me during the day, which is true. They call me during the day, hey, Steph, can you come do this? And if I can squeeze them in and make a little extra money, I try to, but I don't put my scheduled customers out of the way. But if somebody wants a specific time, I say like between 12 and 2 or 12 and 3. I can't give you a specific time. You get what I'm saying? Because people will hold you to that. You know, say you coming at 1, you end up coming at 2 because the yard across the street said, hey, can you cut my yard right quick? You know, you made a little extra $50, and now you get there at 2, and now you late. I couldn't stay. You know, I want a discount because you late. No, I'll be there between 12 and 3, just like the cable companies. But see, most of my customers, and see, that's why I have one particular customer that likes to know exactly. Well, I say two particular customers know exactly when I'm gonna get there, and other than that, the rest of the people, they're like, yeah, we trust yourself. Cut it when you get a chance. We know you're gonna get it done. But I know I went off topic. Back to the aerating. I hope that helps. That's generally what I do. You know what I mean? And then another thing about aerating, the conditions. Like I said, back to what I was saying about going by square footage. You can have 2 yards, right? These 2 yards are both the same size, right? Both of them 20,000 square feet. 1 yard is nice and soft. The other yard is hard as a brick. So you can't charge the same thing for these 2 yards. If one is hard as a brick, one's soft, and it's gonna be easy for you to aerate, hey, you're pulling up plugs. Another one, you're gonna have to soften it up. And a technique to do that is water. You go over the whole thing, you know, just lightly. Don't beat up your equipment. Go over it lightly to try to break it up some. Then you get the water hose, spray it, and you go over it again. I would suggest doing 2 sprays. That should get it soft enough to by the 3rd time you go over it, it'll start pulling plugs and broke up until it's all mushy and stuff. But like I said, in that particular situation, hypothetically, say I had a front yard. I normally charge $50 for front yard. If I had to go over it like that, and I had to spray it and everything, that's automatically $90 or $100. You know what I'm saying? Aeration is good money. Because you got to think about it, that person is not just paying for. They're not just paying for somebody to aerate. Anybody can aerate. They're paying for their experience. So somebody that knows, hey, this ground is hard, I need to do these extra steps, that's what you're paying for. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't charge that much to aerate, but it's still good money to me. Anywho, hope that helps. Like I said, told you guys, I got more questions. I'm gonna try to post videos like this, answering some more questions. So stay tuned. Yes, sir.